They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bruins will put total leather to crank us up. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will get the ball first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Looking for a man. It's Pratt. Working the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. A 1st and 10 for this offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. We got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get it done.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Oh, he's got some space. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him next.
They just keep firing. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So UCLA's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
If you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brooks. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Bruins have a lot of options on second and inches. Throwing right. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. With jet sweep pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Just flip something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion.
Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air. It's Pratt. Finds his man. It's Barker. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Fears the pressure. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Spins away from the defense. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna let it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. With the catch, it's Brown. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. On target over the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. To the air, it's Pratt. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle, it's Parker. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure with every win. That makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously.
How about this? A fake. And the fake works if he can get the first. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Whitaker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Pratt. Finds his tight end. There he goes. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll run the screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. Just didn't whip the thing all the way in. The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his target down the middle. Oh, he just handled it poorly get back on top of it. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Whitaker. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Off play action on first down. The short hands. It's Barton. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena.
And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the...
He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They think there's room to run to the right here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide open downfield. Breaks away on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, that's a really nice job executing by this offense. 3rd down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the...
Touchdown, Bruins! They take the lead with the 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. To throw. It's Pratt. Finds a little space. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Made a defender miss. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Indiana! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's off. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out and
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Shoots it to the left. The sure hands, it's Whitaker. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Off play action. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, UCLA! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Scanning the field, it's Pratt. He's got him. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barker. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Hoosiers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Hoosiers are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. On target. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Get it out on the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Whitaker. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that's a...
He's loose on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Love having a guy with a moment isn't too big, and this QB drops back. Nice job. Takes his time, sees the coverage, throws the football into the end zone. Guy makes the catch, and now they have the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice job by this quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Makes it past the marker. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Pratt. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Rides to back and leaves it. Got some room to run.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Bruins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, UCLA. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. 5 Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Hoosiers in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads it left. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. Hits the afterburners. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Indiana! So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this 2-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Looking to throw.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The give as they work on that clock. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll ride the hot hand. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Running to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to throw, it's Pratt. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. To the air on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Barton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Barton. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. It's a draw. There he goes. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Makes the catch. Got room at the 35. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Makes the grab over the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Bruin. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Pratt. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes a catch at the 20. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Well, this was an offensive showcase.